Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Shooter's Insight. We have a fellow guest or fellow host, the icon Gibram.
Whoop whoop.
So, how you doing today?
Doing pretty well, man. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Breaking the fourth wall a little bit. It's
Yep.
Friday. Feels good.
Don't worry, that's now a trend on this.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, that's now a trend.
It's Friday. It's 7:01 p.m.
Yep. Great. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Well, let's get into it.
Sure.
You have no idea what this is about, because I haven't even released the other footage yet from this. So,
Okay.
So
Inside scoop.
yes. So, my first question for you is, how did you discover wrestling?
Funny story.
Yes.
Okay. A lot of people will say, "Oh, my dad put it on TV or whatever." I didn't. Growing up, I didn't have cable. There was no cable. We were lucky to have cable. So my dad would just tell me, "Hey, you want to wrestle?" I was like, "What the fuck? What's this?" So he'd start putting me in chokeholds and shit, and I'm just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Right.
And for whatever stupid reason, the next day or the next weekend, I'm like, "Dad, I want to wrestle." He's like, "What?" He's like, "All right, put me in another Boston crowd this time or whatever." All right. I don't know. I kept coming back for more, and then eventually my dad was like, "You can watch this on TV." I was like, "On TV?"
Yeah.
And that's it. I went from there. I got my
Got your attention.
fear for Kane immediately, but.
All right. Tell that story.
So it's the first time I watched WWF Raw. I forgot what episode it was. I don't even know what episode it was.
Yeah.
But the opening segment was the pyro just hit off. And then out comes Kane in this mask and everything. I was like, oh, that's cool. He comes out. And I'm like, I don't like him. Because he starts coming towards the camera and everything.
Yeah.
Stein gets in the ring, does the pyro. And I'm like, nope. Turn it off. I start running out of the room. Because of Kane.
Just terrified.
Yeah, fucking Kane, dude.
Yeah. Well, so that's a wrestler that you didn't really like.
No, I was terrified of Kane.
Who are some of your favorites growing up?
Growing up, my favorites. I'd have to say I grew up on like the ECW CM Punk, the WWE ECW CM Punk. I kind of saw his whole rise and how he got gypped at the Elimination Chamber. So I thought he was good. I really liked him. Funny enough, I really liked. That's kind of when I really started getting into the tag teams. Like I saw Lance Cade, Trevor Murdoch. I saw London and Kendrick. Deuce and Domino looked cool together. Like, I don't know, though, that tag division, for whatever reason, just because each gimmick was different enough, where I was just like, I like everybody. And then Miz and Morrison joined eventually, Primo and Carlito, like, I loved it. I loved the division, for whatever reason.
Deuce and Domino.
Yes.
That's a like tag team I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah.
Which one was Jimmy Snuka's kid?
Deuce.
Whatever happened to Domino? Who's Domino? Okay.
Some Jabron.
Some Gibram.
Yeah.
Alright, well, so those are some of your favorites, like any other like weird random like jobber-esque wrestlers you liked. So for example, like on the episode of Tyler, we talked about Jibu Wing Yang. We talked about like Shannon Moore, like guys who never even got to the mid card.
To be honest, because I was watching CM Punk and ECW, I watched all of the WWE ECW run.
Oh, okay.
I loved Colin Delaney.
Colin Delaney
came in as like this super like baby face, very like
green.
You're supposed to be sympathetic to this guy because guy's just getting beat the fuck up every week. And he was a Tommy Dreamer, so it worked out.
Yeah.
So when he turned on Tommy Dreamer, it just made it that much better. And I thought Colin Delaney had a lot of reach, like he could have gone far. But
he could have. He came back for 205 Live once.
Oh, he did. That's right.
Yeah, he looks way different.
Yeah, I watched a lot of 205 Live. I was one of 3 people that watched that show.
Yeah.
But
that was the other.
You were the other one.
Yeah. I don't know who the third guy was, but
the quality assurance guy.
Probably. All right, so that's you as a kid.
Yes.
Obviously, we know wrestling's a work.
Yeah, unfortunately.
When and how did you find that out?
Trying to think here, because I don't remember when I found out. I sort of just found. Oh, the way I found out, I guess, was not. I guess there's no funny story to it. You showed me no DQ.
Oh, really?
When you showed me no DQ.
That's when it all clicked.
That's when I was just like, huh. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of already knew, being my dad being a referee at some point.
Oh,
I
yeah.
eventually was exposed to the business.
Yeah.
Just the way my dad was telling me, like, okay, well, he's like, they literally just tell me to go in and just do the count. Whatever happens, happens. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, let's talk about that. Well,
Yeah.
like, what are your ties in wrestling business? Like, so your dad was a ref.
My dad was a ref.
And-
Yeah, for a local promotion here called MMW, Midwest Mexican Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
We were at the point where my dad was reffing every show, and it got to a point where I bought my own ring.
Yeah.
And we started renting it out to them, and we would take trips at least, I think for a while, it was like once a month or once every couple of weeks, we would go down to Wichita and set up the ring and do everything. That was some bullshit, because we'd spend 6 hours driving there and then 6 hours back.
Yeah.
All in the same day. We were fucking insane. But the ring paid for itself.
There you go.
So.
I remember you told me, like, you guys had a show in, like, Minnesota or somewhere, and then you're like, we're done. We just sold the ring to someone there.
Oh, well, that's what we told them. I still have my ring.
Wow. Well, no, I'm talking about the ring from, like, when we were kids.
Oh, yeah. No, they did. They did. They had a show, and then they went to Minnesota to do the show. After the show, they just left the ring there. They took it down and then never loaded it and just left.
Oh, wow. Well, now you have your own ring.
Yeah, it's great.
MMW still runs. I see their stuff every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. But interesting. Okay. And so when was it that you started learning kind of more of the inner workings of wrestling, like how matches put together, how wrestlers come together, how they're built?
To be honest, there wasn't really a specific time where I learned. I guess I just kind of I smartened up to the business. Like, I guess I kind of figured it out by myself, and obviously listening having conversations with you and anybody that actually knows wrestling like that, and listening to the prophet Dave Meltzer and
Meltzer 5-star
Brian
Meltzer.
Zane, and I guess I kind of got exposed to them as I kept watching more and more wrestling, and I guess that's where it all came from, really.
And did you always watch wrestling, or was there that point where you just kind of stopped?
Funny enough, I'm at that point right now.
Oh, really?
Yes, I don't really watch too much wrestling right now.
Okay.
I haven't really been watching since our podcast started, really, and when we took that break after Mania.
Right.
I don't really watch. I kind of get snippets here and there just because I still follow the news outlets for wrestling, and I still follow the Cultaholics, all the bruvs out there.
Yeah. I mean, we'll watch some of the big shows together.
Yeah, like
we just watched Wrestle Kingdom together.
Yeah,
that was a great show.
Wrestle Kingdom was great.
I ended up staying up and watching the main event.
Did you watch it? I have to go back and rewatch
it. I will say main event's good.
Yeah.
But Kenny and Ospreay stole the show.
Of course.
But that's that's my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's hard when JY and Okada, this is their 6th match against each other.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, they had the odds stacked against them.
Yeah.
In that sense, it's kind of hard to reinvent the wheel, so to speak.
Exactly.
So.
So who are your current favorite wrestlers?
Current favorites. Current favorites. I love Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
I love his run right now. I love what he's doing with the TBS, not TBS, the Ring of Honor television title, and he had the TNT belt.
Mm-hmm. He just dropped it to Darby.
Darby Schmalin.
Yeah.
He's a 2-time TNT champion now.
Yep,
so that's
2-time.
Cool. But I think honestly, Samoa Joe is definitely he's a big guy for me. He's a big influence. Darby Allin, I really like. I really think I like the way he wrestles. Every time I see him come out, I'm always worried for his life.
Yeah.
Another guy I really like. I love Wesley.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wesley's really good. I saw the I think it was a Fatal 4-Way or what it was for the North American title when he won it.
Yeah.
Good match, man.
Yeah.
Good match. Grayson Waller, I'm really liking his heel run right now.
Okay.
I think he should be the one to take it off Braun Breaker.
Well, they had a funky finish.
Yeah.
So we'll see about the next event. See what happens there.
Grayson Waller's really good. I love FTR.
FTR.
I have a soft spot for FTR. I love those guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're the best tag team.
They're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then after Wrestle Kingdom, I have to give it to Master Wato.
That finisher?
That dude is just nuts.
Yeah, he's grown on me a lot. When the first time I saw him Best of Super Juniors,
I saw him at last Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
When he faced El Desperado.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I couldn't get really behind him too much. I was just like, when I first saw him, I didn't know who this guy was. He just randomly popped up, but now,
that guy's he's a menace.
He has heat. He's good.
Yeah, he's really good. He's real good.
All right, well, who's underrated to you right now?
Underrated to me right now? Think about that for a bit. Because here's the thing: there's so much wrestling right now. It's kind of hard to fly under the radar.
Okay. Well,
I will give you a guy that I just found out about today.
Uh-huh.
The guy that won Battle of Los Angeles 3 years in a row. What's his name? Keith something. I forgot what his name was.
3 years in a row.
Well, not 3 years in a row, but 3 years.
Okay. I don't know.
Keith Masters, I think his name was.
I don't know. Huh.
I think it might be Keith Masters.
We'll have to look into that.
I'm gonna say him. He's definitely one. I'm just gonna say Ricochet, just because I feel like that guy doesn't get as much recognition as he should.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Ricochet just because. And I guess in AEW, honestly, some of those younger guys, like the newer guys that they're training, they're pretty good. I'm gonna have to say like I really like what's his name, Ryzen.
Yeah.
Ryzen, he's memorable.
Yeah,
I'll give him that. He's memorable, and that's kind of why I'm just like, I like him.
Yeah,
I like him a lot.
All right. Well, to piggyback off of that, who's currently someone that we should look into? You mentioned Keith Masters.
Yes, Keith. I think his name was Keith Masters. I could be wrong. I'm always gonna say Pac.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna say Pac.
Because one guy that I've and I guess to kind of go into it and even piggyback even more off of that question is who should we watch out for in 2023?
Master Wato.
Master Wato. Yeah.
For sure, Master Wato. Who else? I just want to see what Jonathan Gresham does.
Ooh, yeah.
Because he is on Impact. I was watching that. I'd seen the card for Hard to Kill.
Yeah.
He's on the card.
Yep.
But I thought he was going to take a break. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does.
Yeah. Because one guy that you kind of put me on that I've been watching that I definitely think is going to be a good guy for 2023 is Lucky Ali.
Yes. Lucky Ali. I'm going to say Diego Hill.
Diego Hill's good.
Who else? A lot of the DPW guys. Calvin Tankman.
Yeah.
Even the former DPW champion, Bojack. That whole roster is just, they're a bunch of young guys that are hungry, and they're wherever they show up, they're going to be nuts, dude. They're going to be nuts.
Definitely. Well, I believe you have a Jimmy Wang Yang story, don't you?
Do I?
Do you? Are you in the same boat as Tyler on that?
Not as much as Tyler.
Okay.
Tyler was way worse than me, but I did for the. I guess. Oh, actually, to kind of go backtrack a little bit. I guess when I really found out that the business was a work was when I found out about Edge and Christian.
Oh, okay.
When I found out about Undertaker and Kay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just when I found that out, I was like, hold on.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here. But what's we're gonna play a little game.
All right.
Word association.
Okay.
I'm gonna call out a wrestler.
Okay.
You say the first thing that pops into you. It doesn't have to be a word. It could be a sentence.
Oh, it's a fucking shoot. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot. All right.
All right. Mustafa Ali.
Underappreciated.
Triple H.
Where you want to stride to if you're in the business.
Superstar Billy Graham.
Billy Graham. Prototype Hulk Hogan.
Okada.
Okada. One of the best. What an ace.
An ace. Elijah Burke.
Elijah Burke. Oh, those knees. Those fucking knees, dude.
Alexander Hammerstone.
Just a monster. He's dominant. So dominant.
Oh. Let's see who else. Uh,
He's still MLW champion, right?
mhm.
Yeah, he is.
Leo Rush.
Leo Rush. Controversial.
Marty Scroll.
Controversial.
And let's end it with Lance Archer.
Monster.
Monster.
He's a monster.
Murder Hawk.
Yeah, he's the Murder Hawk monster. He's.
Yeah.
I like Lance Archer. Honestly, he needs his own faction.
Yeah.
I'd love to give him his own faction. He needs something. He's still with AEW. He's still
Yeah,
they need to do something with the guy.
They do.
You throw him under the people that you need to keep on your radar because he's been too quiet.
Yeah.
He's been too quiet.
I don't know if he does anything outside of AEW. I know he completed the G1 last year, but
Well, that's the good thing. They let him go do all that stuff. So maybe he's just doing indie runs.
maybe, yeah.
I can see that.
So we'll see. Well, thanks for being on here. Thanks for letting us interview you. Hope you enjoyed your time with us and our little game.
Oh, I love it, man. Love to be back.
All right, say it.
All right. If that chick bounces, so do you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.